sometimes forget that you have to stream Ace Attorney sometimes.
Well, I'm just talking, trying to fill the silence. I was like, Andrew? Hello?
No, it's fine.
Are you here?
You weren't being heard by anyone else in the stream. It was still hadn't started by that point.
Funny. I love it.
Okay.
My mom is vacuuming down here, and I'm like, please don't come into the office. We don't need to hear you vacuum on the
Oh no, I need to give the judge a name.
Oh no, Kyle,
Oh, no.
there you go. You get
Oh,
to start
no.
off.
Oh,
You get to
no.
start off.
It
Yay!
is your destiny.
Hey, at least it's not Mo the
A bad
clown this
impression of an
time.
Irishman is my destiny? Okay.
Hey, at least it's not
Mo.
Mo. It
At
ain't
least
Mo.
it's not Mo.
So-
It
Fair
ain't Mo.
point. Very fair point.
Mo hasn't been born yet.
Mo doesn't exist. But what if this
Yeah.
is Mo's ancestor?
Dun dun dun.
Da-da,
I almost choked on what I was drinking. Just the fact that you mentioned that, looking at his facial, maybe.
So what you're saying is the next time we do regular Ace Attorney, I have to do Mo in an Irish accent.
No, it's not. Well, what are the chances of us ever seeing Mo in court again? Yeah, his time has passed.
Oh, thank God.
Oh shit, this is actually testimony.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh fuck, here we go.
Well, the night in question took the back seat in the omnibus and
Oh no!
Oh no!
then the donor, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up at a fast start. There was a fella collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I set him up on the seat across from me.
Oh, hold on. I just realized a boo-boo. Ace Attorney, Great Ace Attorney apparently looks way too big.
Oh.
Hey, at least
Yeah.
you didn't mute us again.
No, it's fine. It's just that I just realized that the game is actually, that it's actually, really large screen. Hold on. I guess we're gonna have to revert to what I originally had set up. There we go. I can keep that full screen, but... Okay, problem solved. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna assume Kyle already read this, right?
I
Yes,
did.
he did.
And then, I couldn't find out where that scream had come from. Bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away.
I remain somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding the omnibus. Is that correct?
No, this is exactly as the defense counsel said. This last was the fifth passenger, my lord.
Ryunosuke.
Oh,
He
poor
looks
guy.
so defeated.
Poor guy.
He looks so defeated.
Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Are you ready, counsel?
Yes, my lord! Or rather, no, not really. I have no idea where the hell to start.
I'll read for him.
Van Zeeks, if you're gonna have some screen time, at least talk.
No, he's too dramatic for that.
You can't afford speech.
No.
No, I guess we can't.
His
these are too
his
many luxuries.
talk
that we
is
can't
too
afford.
expensive. His
These
talk
are
is too
luxuries we
expensive.
can't afford. Yeah, there are luxuries that we cannot afford.
Whoever said talk is cheap never tried to hire Van Zeeks.
Hold it! You sat him up? The victim, you mean?
Not I did. On the seat across from me, as I said. Could plainly see the poor devil was all that gone. And you wouldn't leave a dead man just lying on the floor now, would you?
I mean, I think the first thing I would say is help.
Holy crap, there's a dead man.
Just common courtesy, so it is.
That's common courtesy just to set up a dead person? The hell have we been doing these past hundreds of years?
No, just... I find that a little hard to believe.
Oh, I don't know, Van Zieks. Why would that be?
Lord Van Zieks.
Oh, that.
I'm not gonna do it. Ara, ara. Ara, ara.
Ara.
Ara, ara.
Oh god, that's very terrifying. I'm scared now. I am very scared.
You wake up to find a man lying dead on your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cabman. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. What
Well, now, as you know, I'm in something of a special line of business.
The business of lending money at exorbitant rates of interest?
Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them. Some would even see me dead. So I did try, where at all possible, before getting myself in a tangle of trouble.
Are you just suggesting we're just gonna leave the man there?
Heaven's alive, no. I wasn't intended to report it, so I was. Only, I had a mind to find out the whys and wherefores first.
The whys and wherefores?
Right you are. There's some details I wanted to understand before anyone else got to meddling. At the wee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same?
Yes, the screaming says we heard that at the same time as the present collapsing. Hold it! You say she was hiding herself?
Aye, that's right. It's hard to see in the dim lamplight. But she was all curled up in a wee ball, and eyes met, well. My heart is stuck beating in my chest.
You're really overreacting
Still no, I pulled her out from under there. And sat her on the seat opposite so I could have a wee cheating wag with her.
this. The seat
Chinwag.
opposite.
That's right, just next to the dead gentleman there.
You shot this young girl next to a corpse, sir?
Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in mortal danger. So, I need to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with her, I heard another scream. Trevor's voice this time.
Presumably that scream was Mr. First, who was sitting on the roof deck seats.
Well, that's you all again, I would say, sir. Looking down from the skylight, to seeing this young girl and gentleman with the knife in his belly.
In other words, the previous witnesses did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGilvert. What they believed to be yourself and Peckham was in fact this girl and the late Mr. Mason.
I am Lord. I was, as I think everyone understands now, tucked at the back of the carriage out of sight.
It is certainly plausible. The defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature and readily confused, perhaps with this young girl.
After that, of course. The scream of the gentleman over us, I realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses.
I do wonder how you must be feeling, Mr. Naruhodo.
Being the defense lawyer and yet finding myself as stunned as everyone else in this testimony? Let's just say it's, trying.
Certainly had precious little time to talk to Mr. McGilded up before the trial. But we mustn't be dispirited. We must try to learn all the facts that we can.
I live in London this Monday. I didn't see my day panning out like this.
Mr. Naruhodo, no grumbling, even in your head.
Oh, that felt is so cute! Ah!
I know, she's adorable. I love Susato.
Oh, Susano's great.
How did you know?
Don't question her.
Okay. Okay, so you nodded off and then you heard a scream. Hold it!
Did you press all of his statements?
No, that's what I'm going through. A loud thud, you say, and a scream?
Aye, that's right. How can I explain it? It was like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That sort of noise.
So you think it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor, having been stabbed?
Yeah, no. You'll remember I was asleep at the time. I wouldn't like to say. And when the sound woke me and opened my eyes, it wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage, but the fellow on the floor.
You didn't see anyone. But at the same moment, you did hear a scream.
From the seats above you and the roof deck, I presume.
What above me, no, my lord? It was from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before my eyes.
Hold it! I'm afraid I don't understand. I'm sure you told the court that there was no one else in the carriage except for yourself and the victim.
So I did, sir. So I did. As far as I could see, that is.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, just a queer thing. Every scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, excuse the vulgar expression, under my backside.
Good gracious!
Under your backside?
And when I lifted the seat on which I was sitting, I found there was a wee cubby hole there for storage.
Mr. Naruhodo, we examined the omnibus ourselves, I remember?
Yes, of course. The whole bus was submitted as evidence. For some strange reason still that I can't comprehend.
This would be a very good time to have a thorough look around inside.
But I already had a look last time! Fine.
I mean, you don't have to.
No, might as well. There might be new dialogue. Yeah, so there's stuff, there isn't stuff now, because I think last time I saw some stuff in here. This is a storage compartment, but there's nothing in here. It's totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here. I can't put my finger on what it is. What does look out of place? I don't see anything wrong with this. Naruto-san, I don't know what's going on! Ah!
And that's when I found her.
Okay, what do we have? Okay.
You pressed all of his statements, right?
Not all of them. I pressed this. I didn't press the first one. I'll press the first. Hold it! And when you first got onto the omnibus, were there any other passengers already on board?
Ever not. cabin was empty, and there was no one on the roof deck either.
You were the first passenger, as it were. I see.
Aye, and that's why I took the backside as I did. Just the most comfortable, so it is.
Could you explain exactly what you mean by the backseat?
By all means, well, you already described it earlier. We talked about the seat opposite the one in which the poor gentleman who was stabbed was sitting. Like I said, it is the most comfortable and where I feel most at ease. And of course, I enjoy gazing to the skylight from time to time as well.
Thank you, I've heard enough. The event has explained a clear in my mind. However, at least one conundrum still remains. Who is this girl?
Oh, sorry, I gotta disappear for like just a minute here.
Not a problem.
Yeah, we'll pause for a little bit.
Alright. Well, I guess I gotta try on my best Irish accent. Her name is
Oh, dear
Gina
God.
yesterday, my lord. I'm not. I don't know. Can you do that? I tried it.
You
I don't know how
tried.
good it sound.
You attempted.
I attempted. Unless I would turn him Scottish. Her name is
It did
Gina
sound
Rashid,
very
my lord.
Scottish. It did sound very Scottish.
Her name
a
is Gina
Scottish.
Lestrade, my lord.
Gina
Mr. Gilbert, are you
Lestrade.
Irish or Scottish? Make up your mind.
He's both.
She's a chancer. Every earns her crest among large crowds, leaving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket. Oh, you're after me, Lucky Charms.
What was that?
Woohoo! Woohoo! You're always after me, my purses. I don't know what was going with that. Okay. Nani?
This girl here, a petty thief? Order! Is this true, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade, you will answer the question. Ah! How dare you! What is the meaning of this? Ah! The girl! She's gone!
Open your eyes. I'm over here.
Oh, sorry about that.
I gotta figure out what I gotta do for Gina.
I don't know. She sounds a bit
Yeah, she has a
Sounds a
little
bit
bit of a
Scottish.
cockney going on. I'll do something like this.
Oh, Gina?
Kyle,
Yeah.
sorry, Kyle. I kind of butchered your Irish accent. I used to.
It sounded very Scottish.
Sounded
I
very
mean, don't
Scottish.
worry, because it's not like my accent is any better. It's already better.
Yours is not bad. I'm impressed,
It's not
actually.
bad. It's quite good, actually.
Yeah,
You
I'm
actually think it's
impressed.
that good?
Yeah, I'm
Here,
impressed.
here's the line I read.
Oh, thank you.
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. It's commonly called a pickpocket.
God, I love it.
Oi,
Brother.
oi, human lady. Ooh. Oi, 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 Spanish.
Español.
We haven't gotten to that part in Doctor Who, but I can't wait for that part.
No habla español.
No habla es español.
No habla
No.
español.
No, that's así.
So, what was that point in that little side step?
I know what y'all lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. This dirty little dipper, you'd say, slipped up and got caught up on the job.
Oh, wow, she's actually a year older than Sasaki-san. Huh.
She got herself backed into a corner, so she knifed the gent. That's what's in your heads, ain't it?
No, not at all. This is a court of law. We're here to determine the truth, not Kevin. Wow. He's very unfazed by this. You know, I understand now how Phoenix can deal with all the abuse that he gets in his games.
I mean, to be fair, after a couple Susano takedowns, I think a smoke bomb to the face is no big deal.
Yeah. Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. All I need for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, alright? Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do.
Let me guess, you don't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs?
This? Yeah, this isn't a bag I lifted the other day. Down where they keep the four-wheel drags. Oh my god, wait. I haven't gotten this far in my game. Is that Sherlock's gun?
Sorry, I don't think that's a piece of evidence that we can investigate.
If that's Sherlock's gun, I'm gonna, like, cry. Because that's hilarious.
Wait, how far are you? I thought you were ahead of me.
I was right here, and then I haven't played in, like, a month.
Oh, okay, so from here on out, you and I don't know what's going on.
I'm just gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not at the final case of the game.
Which game? Bolt? The second?
The second.
Well, Kyle, if it wasn't streaming Great Ace Attorney, I'd probably be done already.
Legit, haven't had, like, any time to play. I've been drowning in school.
I mean, that's entirely fair.
That's fair.
And, like, even now, like, even this weekend, I have, like, no time to play at all.
Alright, I need more orange juice.
It's nice. In it. I like the pink best.
Can I take a gander at this? It's nice, isn't it? I like the pink
Nice,
best.
isn't it? I like the pink best. Going back to Lotta.
Oh no! Oh! Do not wave that thing in my direction. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
So, you admit that you were riding the omnibus on the night in question?
It's alright, lass. You can tell the truth now.
Right, yeah. Just like the Irishman said.
Oh, see, there you go. He's Irish.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, that just sounded like Lotta right there. Is she Lotta?
No! I keep switching out of my accents and I really need to stop. I really need to get into the British. I really need to get into British. I really need to get into British.
The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina Lenstead, as a valid and significant witness in the case. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened on the omnibus on the night in question.
Alright. If I have to.
I just realized, actually, Mr. McGilda didn't even lie once.
No.
Quite interesting. Yeah, I just
Man
realized.
was telling the truth.
Wow, he testified and he told the entire truth. Wow.
He told the truth and nothing but the truth, so help him God.
Oh, alright. I guess we're watching Mr. McGilda now. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna do a really loud burp. It's a good thing the
Thank you
mute
for the
button exists
burp.
in my- It's fine.
I wanted to
No, because
hear the burp.
Well, no, you don't get to listen to that. That's very inappropriate.
I
Called, is it?
but I like to grade people's burps on how they burp.
It wasn't even that loud of a burp. Besides, there's a mute button for a reason.
Mm.
Yeah, but maybe I was curious though.
Yeah. So
Well-
I snuck inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always.
Let me take a gander at this round too. So
Go
I
ahead.
snuck up inside the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always.
Beautiful, 10 out of 10. But it was a right old waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I'll tell ya, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. I need to get
A lot of
fucking
seeping, a lot of seeping in
a
from the
lot of
game.
seeping through. A lot of seeping through. It's the slang. Because Lotta uses slang, so it's just seeping through.
Yeah, but you just imagine Lotta, but then add British accent to it.
Yeah.
I mean, to
Then
be fair, this is basically British mono.
Yeah, this is
Then-
British slang.
after a while, I hear this loud bang. Nearly jumped out of me skin, I did. And the thing just came out. It's because of that. This swell found me. He did help me get away, mind.
I like how Mr. McGilded is smiling the entire time.
He's just
Yes.
vibing.
He's just vibing. He's enjoying life, even if he is
He's just-
is charged.
He's just vibing.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Yes, he did let you go.
I fail to understand why you would let the street urchin go, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, 'tis simplicity itself, Lord. You see, she couldn't possibly kill the other passenger. I knew that for a fact.
Ow.
Sorry, 1 second, I'll put my
Oh. As I'm sure I said before, sir.
Alright, let's go. Sorry, I want to put my tea before it overstews.
That's fine.
I was sitting right on top of the place where she was hiding herself.
I think a demonstration is called for.
I'm sorry, demonstration.
I like to believe that the judge. I like to believe.
That the judge just got up from his chair and actually is with Mr. McGilded
Mm.
and the person who's writing this all down.
We just hear them watching the Gilded hop in a box.
This is where I was. This is where I was sat that night.
And the cubby hole which you've spoken is underneath the seat, I presume. Nice. It does appear to be just large enough to accommodate someone of that girl's stature.
Aye, but of course, I mean the ass was stuck in there. Because I parked myself in the seat for the duration.
Oh,
So you see, that's why I let the last bolt. I knew that if the police found her there, they'd automatically assume she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself, and if a young life was ruined, all the time I knew she was innocent.
no, you must have realized your action would result in your own innocence being called into question.
Not at all, my lord, not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. So I thought it was worth taking a punt on my own good name for the sake of this less fortunate lass.
My goodness. What a perfect gentleman. I don't know who did your number
Oh,
one.
that was that me? My lord! This fine example of a man cannot possibly be guilty of a heinous crime like this. I'm ashamed of myself for ever doubting you, sir.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Is that all 5? Oh, that is all 5.
Saints
Dang.
alive! All 6 members of the jury consensual in their leaning to a verdict of not guilty.
Mr. Naruhodo. This, well, it must mean that we're victorious.
Objection!
Oh, it's like Islam.
And there's the leg!
Here's the animation that I love from him. If the sight of my iron-heeled Wellington offers prey, do forgive the discourtesy. This really is a consummate example of the one monumental flaw in British judicial practices, where evidence and reasoning should be paramount, emotions rule the day. The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature.
What do you mean his true nature?
Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as a witness put it, was included in their investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here on the report.
Good thought.
The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilda's story, someone has unlawfully removed everything from under the seat.
What?
Oh, God! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effected, counsel?
Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of the constabulary in allowing this to have happened. Those are some big words there, Von Teeks. However, I assure you that when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my nephew friend,
Me?
the carriage was submitted as evidence. Doubtless you examined it in fine detail as would any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the inner seat compartment to be?
Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy.
Sorry?
Go ahead, you tell the court now, fella. Now this is all an elaborate excuse for the desperate Lord Van Zeeks.
Counsel, you have something to say on this matter?
What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat bus? Well, I remember or recall that it was not empty. It is empty now. So
Wasn't empty.
I have to be honest, I can't lie. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my case, because it's counsel for the case. But as far as I remember at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there were a number of articles inside it.
But are you sure, counsel?
Hello, be missed. What is there now, doctor? What was on my side here?
you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position?
As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state the facts of what facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible.
Interesting.
Tis not altogether pleasant, fella.
I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. Cooper.
Well, don't forget that you're supposed to represent my best interest here, lad. Now then. A brother's memory is a curious thing, not altogether reliable. No, but one must consider the facts. Their cubby hole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest now to admit that you might have been mistaken?
I feel like something's not right.
I should like the jury to weigh in on this matter, I think.
That compartment is designed to house... what?
Oh, I was just saying, I don't know who juror number 3 was.
I was juror number 5. I know.
Oh, sorry.
I think juror number 3 was Kyle, though.
Sorry for that.
Yeah.
That compartment
Anyway, continue.
That compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of the carriage. The guild's rules said that omnibuses should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly wouldn't have been empty on the night of the question. Beppo isn't now irresponsible. That money-leading fleecer and that pick purser are lying.
Ooh.
No, I'm actually not that. Huh?
Oh, what the hell voice did I do for this guy?
I think you're just sort of Western.
I don't even remember who's gonna win something.
Alright, sure.
I can't believe I was nearly taken in. The stinking rich are always stinkers. Nothing but cowards, the lot of them.
What? Oh no.
It's a trick. Of course it's a trick.
Right, so, I must concur here.
Ah, let me guess. Everyone's gonna go guilty.
With calm, calculated reasoning, one arrives clearly at the truth every time.
Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. Okay, so we're back to step 1.
My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate.
Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there is the matter of the outstanding cross-examination. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning.
Yes, my lord. What just happened there? The whole balance of the trial just shifted, almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. I mean, if I was in that situation, I would probably also go with that. I wouldn't feel right just taking this. Hold it! So, you were already in the omnibus before you even set off on its own?
Well, yeah, I mean... Heck, I get back into British. I mean, what's the point of spending a Joey to make a few bob, eh? That's a rum idea, innit? There we go, I got it.
Hey.
Oh wow, I like how he's simplifying it too. I suppose she means that there's no point in spending money to actually makes sense.
So, I remind you that this girl is a petty thief. Calmly refrain from entertaining her tenants.
Yeah, but those clear up the mystery of the fairs and all.
Excuse me! Oh, shit! Hi! Sorry, I didn't mean
Yeah.
to say something! No! Don't shoot the gun at me! What the? Oh, fuck, that's a long animation. No, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that because I didn't mean to actually do that. Hold it! Accidentally pressed on there.
Yeah, we already read all this.
There we go.
4 paying passengers at 5 pence apiece. But the 20 to which the cabin testified. And one would escape today, so riding for free.
The red conch of a driver always goes for some grub before his last run, see? So that's when I slip into the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right? But your hiding place is a storage compartment. Full of the equipment for the coach, no? Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there, sure. I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer who first arrived at the scene, the compartment was full of such paraphernalia. Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell ya.
This seems interesting about London Inquiry.
Well, it's my job to say that. Hold it! A waste of time. Why is that?
Well, most nights I'm on me own in the god permit at least some of the time.
Pardon? Did you say court permit?
Yeah. Well, that's what my kind call it. You say the omnibus, I suppose. The point is, any normal run the carriage ain't got no one in it for a while.
That's when you come out of your hiding place to get away.
That's it. Only that night. This cove was sat on me from the start. And he didn't budge the away, did he? 1 inch. I was totally stuck.
You need to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration. You were under the seat the entire time while the events unfolded in the enclosed cabin.
Yeah. Right, mister?
To be sure. You're as sharp as anyone. You don't expect to lift the cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you?
Sinless Lestrana couldn't possibly be called. Hold it! So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all?
Not a short. Most days I push the cushion up with my head and look out the crack. Then I can have a butcher's at who I'm gonna fiddle. That's such a
English is
weird
scary.
phrase.
Then
I can have
a...
Who I'm gonna fiddle.
That's kind of hard to read, yeah. admit that. I thought you were a pickpocketer, not a butcher. Oh, are you able to see it?
What?
I'll lower the frame rate so it screams a bit better. Alright, well, improvisation, Kyle. Let's do it.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought your stream was cutting out on your end, so... Is it?
Oh no, no, it's fine now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can have a look at the seat I get into. Ain't as plush as the other one, see? So, most of the time, the pastures plan himself opposite. But for some reason that night, this Irishman spent the whole journey right over me head.
And for that reason, you weren't able to push the cushion up to peek out. I see.
Truth is, I hate to wrap you in small dark places. Feels too much like being thrown in a clink. But it's the only place to hide in them carriages, so it's Opson's choice.
Why does this just stick in people's pockets and open them? I'd say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor.
So anyways, I was a bit scared, but I had to just stick it out. Under there. Nothing else for it.
Hold it! When did you say a loud bang? Wait, sorry, when you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise of someone falling to the floor?
Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump.
And you let out a scream involuntarily?
That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me head get lighter all of a sudden.
Presumably when the defendant got up in order to help the victim, yes.
Or not. It could equally have been the movement of the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not?
Well, girl, did you see the moment of did you see what happened at that crucial moment?
Yeah, I saw it. I pushed up the cushion and I had a quick butcher's while I had the chance, didn't I? The Irishman was sitting up in the bloke. What had fallen on the floor on the seat opposite. That matches Mrs. Mr. McGilder's account, of course. But then, the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I took him back down again, but it was too late by then. I should have never have risked looking.
Hold it! And when Mr. McGilda discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place?
I was scared stiff. I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down on the seat and all.
Next to the victim, Mr. Mason?
Yeah, but the bloke had a knife in his guts. He was still bleeding. Then the carriage lurched a bit and he ended up falling onto me. Ugh, how awful. Both me hands got covered in blood. Made me feel sick as a dog.
Both her hands got...
Finally got Gina down. Ugh.
Both her
Hey,
hands got...
Yeah, it sounded good.
Yeah, it sounded pretty good, yeah.
Thank you.
That must be what the rooftop passengers saw. After that, I believe you talked to Mr. McGilvin for a while. Is that correct?
He asked me some stuff. He wanted to know my name and what I was up to and that.
You're very good at keeping a straight face, you know that?
Look at that eyebrow. So fancy. Then I heard something from up above. Someone screamed.
See, I'm just gonna take off my eyes on the fact that that top hat looks bigger than he is.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's so big, it's so tall, it doesn't even fit into the frame. Yes.
Yes, Mr. First on the roof deck, one would presume.
Well, I didn't want no one seeing me face, so I didn't look up.
That is a one big ass top hat.
And the horses were drawn up smartish, and this ear Irishman says to me, "Get back under the seat. I'll see that you can get away later." Oh, I should have done a really bad Irish impression. All 6 members of the jury had decided the defendant was innocent.
One brief shining moment, yes.
It's clear that they are still very unsure. If we could just find some conclusive piece of evidence among this new testimony, I'm sure we would cinch the verdict we want.
Yes, I think you're right. I have this niggling feeling. Something's bothering me, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Well, let's go back inside and investigate again. Oh crap. I didn't mean to go outside! Well, I can't say, because she was under the seat, so technically she couldn't have seen anything throughout the entire trip. If Mr. McGilvin was on top. I'm not sure where to go with this. Oh, why is Kyle? Please help me.
I'm trying to remember.
Okay, so McGilvin was on top of, was sitting on the seat, so she couldn't have seen anything up until Mr. Mason's body had fallen over. I don't know.
Go? What is it? One more over?
And then she heard the loud bang as the scream just came out.
Thought. Here, hold up. I'm gonna.
Ah!
Alright,
My
let's
head
see
and
here.
my poor controller, my poor head.
Rip.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm bleeding. I'm fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, I see. I see. So I googled it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
look.
think I remember what the answers were supposed to be.
I
I'm
googled
trying my
it.
hardest not to Google this shit.
There's
I only googled it to help you.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
if this is if this is the part that I remember, I think I can give you a hint if you'd like.
hold on, I'm just kind of going through this quickly. Alright, I need a hint.
This is the one I'm remembering. There's a certain piece of evidence you need to give a much closer look at than you have. Would you like me to just tell you what the evidence is?
I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess it's the omnibus?
Correct.
Okay, so it's. And I'm just gonna keep going further in. It's inside the carriage?
Warmer? Yeah, at least I'm pretty sure the thing I'm thinking of gets added to court record. I can't actually remember for 100% certain, but I know this comes up.
Okay, I know there's nothing in there. You know what? Fuck it. Cameron!
Yep. So, what I am looking at right now, it says the important thing is on Gina's 5th statement. Or, sorry. Hold up. Or, sorry, I think it's 3rd statement.
It's pitched in there. And then I'm going to assume it's the omnibus.
No, don't present evidence.
Just press it.
Press it, and there should be a
Good.
statement in there that you need to pursue McGilded on.
Oh, okay.
Weird, I thought we pressed this already.
We pressed
Oh,
it,
this is
but
one of the stupid ones we... Oh, okay, I understand now.
he pressed it, but he didn't pursue.
fucking do that the first time, motherfucker!
Yeah, it's one of the stupid statements where you have to press something else first.
Damn it! I'm not gonna get used to this. I'm just... Because I was watching Mr. McGill the entire time trying to figure out something. And...
Yeah, I forgot. I
was
completely.
like,
I got
why
ahead of myself. I completely forgot that was a thing.
Well, I guess it's true what they say. You gotta
Alright.
keep pressing.
Thank you,
in doubt,
Cameron, for the save.
What?
Thank you for the save.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna say this. It's very true what they say. When in doubt, press everything again.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Excuse me! Is something wrong, Mr. McGilded?
Oh, I do apologize. Something the matter, Council.
Yes, because the first time when you were listening to that statement, you didn't react, but then the second time you started chuckling. What the fuck? I'm just wondering if Miss Lestrade is caught. Lestrade is Lestrade.
It's Lestrade.
Lestrade. Miss Lestrade's last comment made something occur to you, perhaps. You seem to be thinking of something to yourself.
Oh, no. It was not important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young lad. Shut up in the dark. It was terrifying, so it was.
See, yes, I'm sure we can all sympathize. I'm still scared of the dark now.
Poor Naruto, though.
Baby boy.
Aye, I don't know about yourself. But the environment of the darkness seems to make everything you hear seem that much louder as well.
Yeah. I suppose it does. Maybe.
Miss Lestrade, did you hear something that night? Anything? An unusual noise, perhaps?
Nah, not really. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring.
But Jabbers, it's not only to tell the whole world before it was you did the scam.
What a pity. If only Miss Lestrade had heard something, it might have given us a vital new clue.
Yes. What should we make of that last statement first? Well, it's proudly important. My lord!
Is turning rule number something? It's always important.
I believe that's the statement just made by the witness is profoundly important.
Profoundly important, but all she said was that she had nothing.
Yes, which is profoundly important point. Which is the profoundly important point. I'm almost sure of it.
I'm almost sure that I don't understand the inner workings of your Eastern mind, Council. Nevertheless. Miss Gina Lestrade, it was possible that your former husband by repeating that last statement, please.
What? Supplement? What are you on about? Don't give me all your fancy talk. I know what you're trying to do. Well, it won't work on me.
That's right. Insult the judge. Always a good move. Hold it! So you were straining to hear what was happening the entire time since the moment you hid yourself.
Not exactly, no.
Sorry?
Well, there's no one in the cabin to start with. I could just push the cushion up and have a butchers to see what is what. But then I saw this fellow getting on. I got my head down so he didn't notice me.
And Mr. McGillis sat in the seat, under which you were hiding, correct?
Yeah. Would you add him an EVID, eh? Water mug.
Oh dear!
Water mug. So then, all I could do was listen. I was waiting to jump out there as soon as I heard him leave, see? But Woody, not like this. Even though we stopped here and there, I never heard the door open. So I just had to stay put and listen to him driving his pigs to market. Snore like an old dog he was.
Jeez.
Gina being savage.
Oh, yeah, go from, oh
Screw me
my
off
god!
with the one to you.
Are there any
Yes,
conclusions
sir.
we can draw from that, or wonder? Okay, so I just need to say it first. Let's go back to what she said. So all she could do was listen, even though she stopped here and there and never heard the door. Well, that's a problem. What do you mean you didn't hear? What do you mean you didn't hear the door open? What are you talking about? There's two people in there. Unless they boarded at the same time. Actually, no, I want to bring up the possibility. Miss Lestrade, what you just told the court is clearly at odds with the facts.
At odds? Are you sure, man?
Absolutely.
Did the judge just call Rhinosuke man?
I think he did.
Seems my learned Nipponese friend isn't as dull-witted as I feared.
So Van Six realized it too.
Counsel, must insist that you boldly claim with evidence, or some complicity party's name at the very least.
Yes, my lord!
I expect you to demonstrate this alleged contradiction to the court.
According to Mrs. Stroud, while she was hiding from the omnibus, she heard nothing but the sound of Mr. McGillicuddy's storm. Think, Rhinosuke. Think! Something else she could have heard. She should have heard. I think this is where I show a piece of evidence and present the omnibus. Right? Unless I present a person. Let's try person, because I feel a bit more very well my way louder to louder. Particular person sound that she would fail to hear it.
Take that!
Oh.
Voice fired, Mason.
Hey, first try.
Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lestrade cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim, Mr. Mason, boarding the omnibus.
Explain your reasoning, counsel.
Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person on board the omnibus. Is that correct?
Yeah. Of course I was. I got on while the driver... Oh, I was in the pub, didn't I?
And next person aboard the omnibus was Mr. McGillicuddy.
Not it was, but the soul was in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least, not in plain sight.
So, you were, to all intents and purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at the time.
Didn't much to say as much. Wasn't traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack, under the seat cushion. He was on his own, for sure.
And from what we heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that on its onward journey, during which time it did not hear the door opening or closing at all.
Nah. I never heard it. It's exactly what I was listening for, weren't it? Waiting for this swell to leave.
In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? You know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin over the omnibus. Therefore, Miss Lestrand's statement about what she just did, or did not hear, is at odds with the facts.
Yes. This petty thief's statement is clearly flawed.
Lord Van Zieks.
Yes, he knew it all too well, that there was an inconsistency with Miss Lestrade's statement.
Seems words of thanks are in order for my learned friend.
Ah. What are you talking about?
You have demonstrated matters impeccably. This witness and her colorful statements are entirely unreliable. Her words are convenient untruths, nothing more.
The victim possibly has more to do sense whatsoever. Let's not forget that.
Oh damn, everyone needs to go.
Ah! She didn't even say anything!
I didn't want to judge the dear might just because she has some rather naughty ways. Can't debate liars.
And neither can I! Mr. Foreman, I didn't want to judge the girl just because she has some less than slanderous ways. But I must say, I cannot abide liars. Ah, let me guess, we're doing insemination. Ah!
Mr. Naruhodo, that's 5 jury members leaning towards guilty.
That made us level off.
Well, your consideration for others is refreshing, my nippy friend. To the considerable troubles you have spared me.
This friggin' dude.
Yes, very refreshing.
Ah! What are you playing at? Have you forgotten who you're working for, you do Eastern Abaddon? This is carnage. It's perfect.
Animation.
Yeah, it is unsettling.
It is very unsettling.
It is very unsettling.
Juror number 2 is the only one left.
Mr. Naruhodo, the way this is going.
Yes, I know. Can't find some new way to convince everyone that Mr. Gilbert's innocent. The judge will rule, and we have lost.
Very much wanted to believe the words of one of London's most respected gentlemen. But those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Hold it! Yes, The witness's last statement seems to reveal the critical inconsistency in her story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case.
What are you saying?
Counsel?
I'm sorry, sir. Whatever do you mean?
Counsel, I will not tolerate your attempting to pervert my education. Explain yourself at once.
The accused boarded the omnibus on the night in question. The victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, as testified by the witness in the stand.
Yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage.
This petty thief's words are too to be believed. How do you explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin of the omnibus?
There's only one way to explain how the victim came inside the carriage. Okay, there can't be another entrance, because that's impossible. He was put there after he died. Mr. Gilden would have noticed for both cases. But what if he was already there to begin with? Clearly, he was already there from before.
Objection!
Oh, let me guess, I'm wrong.
Tell me, my learned friend, what's the function of that clearly in your last sentence?
Sir, Lord Van Zieks, the clearly is troubling me also.
No, that's really not the point. The point is that the victim must have been in the carriage from beforehand.
Answer me this. By beforehand, to what specific point in time are you referring?
Well, clearly. Okay, well, that was wrong. Okay, so that means he was probably already dead from the beginning. Obviously, the victim must have been placed in the carriage after he was killed.
Objection!
No, that's probably wrong too. That is wrong. Okay, I feel like that's wrong as well. So that means there's another entrance? Okay, I need to check the court record again. Is there another entrance here?
Think about it for a moment. Where
Yeah.
else could he possibly have come from?
So,
Yeah. There you go.
Ah, I noticed
Click.
the latch earlier. Okay, that makes more sense. If the door wasn't opened even once, the only explanation is that the victim entered the enclosed cabin some other way.
Objection!
Okay, so you're gonna give me the same attitude?
I wondered what new fantasy you would come up with in your blind panic. But behold, the omnibus is here for all to see. Only one side of the enclosed cabin is furnished with a door. The other has only windows. Fixed windows which cannot possibly open, in short.
Wow, that's actually quite dangerous. Think about it.
There's no entrance to the cabin other than the door.
But there could be. There is one possibility you haven't considered.
Really?
Yes. One other way inside that isn't the door. Another opening, the use of which allowed the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin.
Alright, Counsel. The defense will identify the location for the court. Here's the omnibus on which the incident occurred. Where on earth is this entrance by which he propels the victim into the cabin?
Well, clearly right there.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylight. I
Say, the skylight?
Objection!
Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However,
Objection!
The skylight may be well large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection!
so you claim. I do have a shred of evidence to support your adult brain theory.
Both Mr. McGilded and Miss Lestrade said the same in their testimonies. They each claim to have heard a loud thud, such as noise made by someone falling to the floor.
Yes, which has already been explained, as the sound of the victim falling from his seat having been assaulted with the dagger.
Yes, it has. But would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses described? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry? In fact,
Good gracious!
perhaps in fact, that was the moment the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection!
Fuck up.
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin. That's simply impossible.
How can you be so sure?
Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mention of such events in their testimony.
Well, yes, that's true.
Tom, the fella, look who you calling to you.
Mr. McGilded?
To be sure now, two fellas who were sat on the roof testified before. Said nothing of the victim falling through the skylight. But, seems to me, my lord, it is not so much a case of them not saying, but... Aye. It is a case of them being unable to say.
What?
I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. But he's not agree. Fine, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
My goodness, surely not.
Those two chaps on the roof.
You mean the ones who stuck the knife in the man were... her reaction at the end was good. Hold it. Oh, hey, they're back! Oh, shit! Oh, this is you.
Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer?
You rotter, he said. You rotter. What are you insinuating?
That freaking animation, though. Now, this is a flaming outrage. I have a good mind to give you a blinker in a minute.
He'll give you a sauna in a minute, he said, and so will I.
Mr. Fairplay.
You're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and well-respected banker.
And me, a very angry hatter.
Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the gut. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. It's I
There is.
protest. I
Back
protest
to
in the
dick
strongest possible terms. And back to biting something.
That's right, I protest too. How about you, you rot scoundrel?
I feel really sorry for Mr. Fairplay right now when he's bumping into him. Oh lord.
I mean,
Get
you saw
that
how-
booty.
You saw how he described that cake earlier. You know exactly what he's thinking.
Get that booty, yeah.
Hold up! This is not the time, witnesses! We will not permit this wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the engine room at once.
But this is beyond reason, my lord. Ah, it's outrageous.
Very hurtful, you know. My lord, if I may comment.
Go ahead, Lord Van Zieks.
It was the defense that incited this outburst from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen it fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof.
Accuse? I never intended to.
It seems, young Nipponese, that your command of the English tongue is wanting. He proposed to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck of the omnibus. That hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the event. You have branded these gentlemen liars. You have... I can't speak right now. You have intimidated their criminal guilt. In all British courts of law, that's what's termed a baseless accusation.
I know it's rash to put this idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss it without a second thought.
What are we waiting for? Get them to testify.
Well, I thought there was something fishy about that hat from the moment I laid eyes on that fellow. We'll soon this matter through, one way or another.
There's filth and rubbish in our midst. We must dispose of it at once.
Testify.
What's happening, Mr. Naruhodo?
Spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy.
But Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
My lord?
You will take a stand again and make another formal testimony in reference to the indictment brought by the defense.
Yes, my lord.
I didn't come here for this.
There's no time to think this through. All I can do is keep pushing forward. Let me guess. Oh, okay, we're not doing to be confounded. How are we doing on time? How far are we?
10:30 right now.
10:30.
Okay. Do you want to stop it here, or you want to keep going?
Oh, we're like almost done.
Are we almost done? Are you sure?
I think so.
Can you prove that with evidence?
I can send you the wiki.
No, I don't want to see the wiki. That ruins everything. Okay.
I don't really care. I mean, I don't really have anything going on tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
So
that's what I'm just wondering if you have anything to do tomorrow.
I mean, like, I have, like, schoolwork to do, but it's a Saturday, so, like, I have all day to do it.
Alright, well, might as well
Yeah,
get to this
I
then.
don't know if everything gets going either, so...
Like, the good thing is that it's a Friday and it's not a school day, so, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
If we were doing this Thursday, then I probably would have called it quits, but...
Okay, that's fine.
We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear to that.
If anything had happened while we were sitting, don't you think one or other of us would have noticed?
In any case, neither of us know the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
If you're so sure the victim fell from the skylight, where's your proof?
I must say that, on listening to her testimony, it was somewhat hard to imagine. Now, either witnesses could have performed any malevolent act on this other roof deck, with the other noticing forthwith.
That's right, you see.
Innocent, I tell you. Although logically, of course, the argument falls down as to if the two of you are more intelligent with one another.
What?
According to my investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings.
Huh. Well, I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich.
Something doesn't feel right here. The trial's going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy? Counsel.
For the defense, over to you.
Oh, yes, my lord. Actually, yeah, something doesn't feel right.
Hold it!
So, at no time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck?
Absolutely not, Dickin.
Question never answered, he said. None at all. Oh, but yes, of course, I remember seeing them both. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here.
Is this true, Mr. McGilded?
Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself. Both the only one alone, and not got inside almost immediately.
That's an outright lie. Without doubt, you were engaged in.
Take the stop with the effort and ask, do you have any evidence at all? At all?
Kyle's talking to himself. Oh, poor Mr. First, he's just like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know what's going on, what the fuck?
I do that constantly in Ace Attorney. Just talk to myself.
Ah!
It is all about the evidence in the courts these days, so it is. They better remember that.
Ah! I saw you with my own eyes.
This is going so well.
Hold it!
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus at past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark, perhaps too dark.
Is this some kind of a lark?
Some kind of joke, he said. Is that what this is?
Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly?
Are you fair dinkum, sir?
Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you.
I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could fall asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you'd never open them again.
That's extreme.
It was extreme, I tell you. And we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked.
I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies, and I didn't hear you at all.
That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone.
No. It was a good night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. It is hardly surprising.
Saying things.
I believe we'll be reaching impasse on this particular point.
You.
Don't take it personally now, lad. I'm a suspect in this case, and it's only fair that you and the other Phenar too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about.
This isn't a competition I would like to be involved with, really.
Okay, I swear, those two have it in for each other.
Yeah, kinda.
Hold it!
So, you've never met Mr. Thrice Fired Mason before? Huh! You look oddly like him. No, you don't. Actually, no, you kind of do. It looks like your father. But anyway, I'm not gonna question that.
Oh, no! Once, never!
I've never met a man before, he said. Never.
And you, Mr. First, have no prior dealings with the victim?
That's right, sir. Hatters don't do much with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir.
Oh, I imagine not.
You see? How many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin.
Excuse me!
Mr. McGilded?
Yes, Counsel? What could I be doing for you?
Did the witness last statement give you a pause for thought somehow?
Oh, the remotest connection. It's not right now. I wonder.
What are you insinuating now?
Ah, Mr. Fairplay. It has been too long, so it has.
Eh?
What was that sound, Kyle?
The fuck was that?
I have no idea.
That was the best sound I've heard you make in a while.
Thank
Mr.
you, I
Fairplay.
think.
Mr. Fairplay, it has been too long, so it has.
You realize you need to quit this now, right?
Yes, I know. I will. In due time, my lad.
I am sorry, but it needs to be done.
In due
It needs
time,
to
my
be
lad.
done.
In due time, my lad. In due time.
Not very much mistaken. I believe it is fast approaching, is it not? Your payment date.
I beg your pardon.
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir.
At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion.
Well, no. It's not a touch of begrudgery, is it? It's not begrudgery that might motivate a fella to pass a crimes off to another.
Ah!
Mind you, Mr. First.
Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir?
You do be making hats for a living, do you not? Not that top hat sliding about on your head. It's not one of your own creations, is it?
I'm still just an apprentice, you understand. I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door.
Perfect fit, is it? Well, it is a very distinctive design, so it is.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch.
Customers, such as Thrice Fire the Mason.
Uh,
There was a photographed print of the victim submitted as evidence before, my lord.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Can't help thinking that the poor fellow's heart looks strictly familiar, wouldn't you say?
oh. That's one of my hats.
Aye, that it is. So, it seemed the brickmaker was a customer of yours. So, the customer at wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods.
Oh no, sir, absolutely not, sir.
Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. I rest on my case.
You little weasel. Ah!
He's better at this than I am. Thank you. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Gosh, Mr. McGillis certainly has done his research, hasn't he?
Please, don't let little interruption hold up the proceedings.
Oh, I got an achievement! Headhunter!
Hey!
I mean, let's keep going.
Hold it!
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm gonna lose my block with you in a minute.
Oh no, this is right with you in a minute. That's what he said.
Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see? It's shut fast now, just like it was on that night.
So it is. Of course. I thought that sounds of Mr. Mason could not have break back through it, still in all.
What?
Just looking at the size of the team, you understand.
Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the thing means nothing. Not in its own. Consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Let's stop biting our canes, shall we?
No.
I was writing the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind. Loudly. Wait, what is that? Sir, are you saying you farted on the omnibus? That's...
Hold on a minute, you're telling me that you farted on the bus?
You farted on the omnibus.
Did you do that next to me?
Ah, Beppo, when did you suddenly get in here?
Well, I broke wind, probably. Blah 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 blah. I can't even finish this line, it's so funny. Well, I broke wind, loudly. I shocked myself with it just happened. God damn it.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Oh, I just need to say. Well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. This tension is terrible.
Oh, okay. Remind me never to ride in an omnibus with this guy.
Agreed.
So agreed. Everyone was looking daggers at me. I went as a... I went as better as a rogue, you see.
Yeah, all that.
Are you expecting a sentence here?
No, sir, the point is...
Wait, that ain't.
The skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside that cabin of shame.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade.
It opens.
Hmm?
The skylight. This is what we're talking about, right?
Oh no, she's loading a gun. She's loading the gun again.
Oh shit, take cover!
All of the skylights open. Dead easy.
More easily than he can load that weapon.
That is a lie, I tell you. I don't mind. It's when I broke wind. You can't do it from inside, you mug. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. And I had a great all, I had purses coming out my ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be immortalizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. Four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't pass the bus and leg it. So what I did was, I used the skylight, opened the catch and jumped right through.
What?
Yeah, the catch for the skylight is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from inside the cabin.
Skylight opens from the roof deck?
Bailiff! Climb up onto the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims.
God, you could just say, God, you could just say please, Your Honor. Okay, let's see here. So I gotta lift this thing and then... Oh, hey, presto, it opens!
My hat? See?
Order! So it appears that the street girl statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. The skylight opens. They're from the roof deck!
Mr. Naruto. This could be the clue we've been looking for.
Well, counsel of the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord! So, the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate it for myself. So, the skylight was fastened shut before.
No, the catch has been open. We should be able to open it.
Oh, what's this? You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening, that's for sure.
Yes, and there's a ledge in the enclosed cabin. So I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. No, it's also probably not good that I can... Oh, okay. Maybe if I can listen.
Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through, certainly, Mr. Naruto.
Why someone like me? What is it?
Look, I'm just here. Look at this.
That's without question.
It's blood.
Why would there be bloodstain there?
Surely... It can't be unrelated to the case, can it?
Details of the omnibus are nothing. Well, there you go. Problem solved. Alright, well, I mean, it's pretty clear pretty clear that we're getting closer, so... Well, let's do it.
Objection!
On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach, and immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight of the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? That's utter humbug. Ah, you can't possibly have any evidence.
No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible. Irrefutable proof. Here, in this courtroom.
Counsel,
My lord!
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude? You'll point out what is that proves the victim fell through the roof deck from the skylight.
Got it!
By
Jupiter, is that blood?
Ah!
This bloodstain proves two things. First, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
What?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening.
Oh my.
And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime.
No!
No!
Order!
Hold it!
But... But the blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin.
And only found its way to that one particular spot in the skylight. Sure, and that would be very convenient.
Ah.
And let's keep it in mind, the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I?
But. There's no way to know for certain, is it? It was a gently fell through the sky. I mean,
Why don't you have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First?
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
So to plain, if you see. There's the aftermath, which shows the poor fella thrown up from a fair height for his their sorties.
But it can't be at all.
Lies.
My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can, yes, sir. Could I mean now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom?
So, they thought they could pop a wool over my eyes, did they?
I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being soiled with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Who isn't that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such thing?
On three then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
Oh, okay, I guess. No, why are we ever done? We're never done with this.
Chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh? What did you refer to there now, Lord Van Ziegst?
A blood stain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed.
Objection!
What? What are you talking about? It's all for their receipt. It's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally examined Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over to the carriage with a fine-toothed comb. So I can state with absolute surety. No such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least, not until this trial began.
But
My suggestion was, Mrs. Van Zieks, that the stain of blood was...
Hold up. What is my family doing out there? Just give me 2 secs. You guys can do Van Zieks here for a bit. I just want to check something.
Okay.
Kyle, you want to take over?
Sure. Fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session...
What? Actually, come to think of it, that blood kind of looks fake too.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
What a palaver. Must say, I didn't expect such clear reasoning from the prosecutor to stand at Lord Van Zieks. Dr. Magnus McGill, fairly known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. Don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolled off the tongue of the reaper at the Bailey.
Mr. McGilded. I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens, that a case you're involved in is investigated. You adapt the facts.
Adapt to the facts? What does that even mean?
When you real the fortunate sides of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Cough. You good there, Andrew?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, providing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir.
Tut tut, Old Van Zix. This will not do, to be sure. Read it now, Counsel.
Oh, no.
I think it's fair to say, it does not sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate man. The rule on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But, here's what cast the minds back. Is it not true that Tilman's there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, Counsel?
It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court's been in session. Oh, sorry, skip through that. Sorry. You just said my learned friend.
My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinions on this matter, in your own words.
As you wish. Could someone have tampered the evidence during this trial? If you're asking me, then I think... I mean... Let's review the evidence. To be fair, that blood looks quite red. You know, we did have that interruption midstream, or mid-trial. I can't rule it out, it's a possibility. As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendants as best I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. There's no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tamper, there is one possibility.
Huh?
Good gracious! Explain yourself, Counsel.
Yes, there is. Seems my learned and Nipponese friend has no intention of running from this deceit.
Deceit.
I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly the research that we were forced to take as a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and all the chaos, it would have been possible to steal inside the omnibus.
Dun dun dun.
Oh.
Are you wise?
Oh. You okay?
What's the time to pull you? You're not infected gouger.
Freckless Scout? Gosher? What? Did I say that? That still have to sound?
God, if I
Maybe.
know.
Yeah, as good a chance as any.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be defending me. Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a blot on the mind base, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. Facts are the same. This courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade. A number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies such as.
To start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I've said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Van Cheeks, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's true. The omnibus was first wheeled out. Both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say, we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things. What do you think?
Sorry?
About the omnibus?
My lord,
Counsel,
there is one further inconsistency. The mark that surely could not be presented at the start of the trial.
what?
What in the devil's name are you going to say now? If you dare betray me, you little
Objection!
maggot, you...
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification.
This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth, what's deception.
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, Counsel. Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim to have hit at some point during the trial?
Actually, I don't even know if I know. So, there's the the supposed splatter there. I almost called it paint. There's that mark there. Okay, I guess I can't open it. I mean, it's pretty clear it's that, right? If you I don't know if it is. I don't even know if there's even an inconsistency here. Kyle, any guidance?
Just think all the suspicious points through.
So he fell down. Gina was in that thing. And then Mr. McGilded put him on the seat while he was still bleeding. Or well, presumably he was still bleeding. Well, I mean,
And just remember the question you're being asked too.
what exactly is this alleged mark that you claim to have appeared at some point during the trial? What mark? Was there even a mark? Kyle, I'm confused.
Do you want me to just tell you?
Just tell me, I'm kind of confused.
It's the bloodstain on the floor. I'm pretty sure it's the bloodstain on the floor.
Okay, no, that's what I thought too. I was thinking either this or that. Got it! If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight and onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But, as far as I can recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good lord. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel.
Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
I believe that the bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Oh, we're getting into forgery, and this is only the third case. Christ.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more intense.
Yeah, I think things escalate quickly.
Oh, shit, he broke down?
Ah! This trial is over.
Mr. McGilded?
I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it is all over now.
But you're the defendant.
It is over, I tell you.
Huh? Oh, jeez.
Memory, recollection. People think they saw. It is all nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that the bloodstain is there, now.
Well,
And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it's been, not good for that Maripeth Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all.
here's a point.
I'm scandalised, so thought better, Lord Van Zix. Well, my lord,
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. In the absence of any credible mention by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I appear to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zieks, what is your position?
And he seems kind of distraught about this too.
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Honestly, like, as much as Zeeks is an asshole, I feel like he's gonna be, like, one of those prosecutors that, like, helps you.
Basically, he becomes Nedworth. But I have to admit, though, he was sort of standing there with both hands on the desk, right? Most prosecutors like, oh, I'm confident, I just need the one hand on it. But he has both hands, and it sort of feels in that motion of that he kind of feels defeated in this case, like, because he just said he has no more prosecutors or evidence to present. So he knows for sure that he has nothing to, he can't prove his claim. So he doesn't have any, like, he can't go any further than that, right? But for some reason, I'm kind of with Van Zieks here, is that I don't feel, I feel like this, I'm kind of siding with both of them, actually. Like, you know, I kind of feel uneasy that the trial would end this way right away. Because, you know, when you play Ace Attorney, you expect that, oh, okay, we're gonna finally get to the truth. But, like Renusuke has just said, we've been jumping back and forth and back and forth. And now we're at the point of where, yes, right now there's undisputable evidence in front of us. But part of me is like, I don't think that is clearly not there in the beginning, but I have no way there's no way of proving it. It's kind of
such
like
a
that.
It's violent too, because like this is the sort of stuff that like
School attorney would have saved as like the grand finale, and you're getting case 3.
I'm in case 3 already, and like this is Renusuke's first court case in London, and I'm already and it sounds like we're ending it on a note where I feel uncomfortable as to determining if Mr. McGilded is innocent or guilty. Like, I've never felt in a way in an Ace Attorney game where I definitively know what happened. I'm not lost, but you know, I feel empty because it's like, you know, I expected the game to like, oh hey, we're at the end of the trial, yay, Magnus McGill is not guilty, but I'm like, is he really not guilty? And this isn't in the way of like not Wellington, sorry, what's his name? And On Guard, right? He ended up becoming guilty or not guilty depending on circumstances, right?
Mhm.
And to be fair, we kind of spotted that kind of going as we went, right? But this is like, I have questions, but they can't be answered because we're not at that point. Okay? We're not in that point in where we have irrefutable proof that that wasn't there originally. That was never thought about in the first place. So without that, it's like, well, I mean, here you go. This is kind of how it ends. I mean, the evidence is there, and that's the case. And it kind of reaches a deeper level of, I mean, is this really what Ace Attorney is about? Is it about getting a defendant not guilty, ultimately? We do it all the time, but sometimes you kind of have to take a step back and realize and think, you know, is this person actually not guilty? Like, did we actually reach the truth? Is this the true fact of events? Phoenix can surely easily prove it, but...
Family, what are you doing up there? Sorry to interrupt, but someone just dropped something, and I just heard something fall from, like, right above me. My parents' room is right above me, so I'm like, what did you do?
Anyway, I mean, that's honestly how I feel about this case, is that I'm torn. Part of me's like, woohoo, I got it. It sounds like I'm gonna win, but I feel empty because it's like, is this actually what really happened?
No, you win, but did you really?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? And I have to admit, the only other time that Ace Attorney has done this was Apollo Justice, but we ended up finding out what actually happened. But even then, we couldn't even find definitive proof for that either. And that also left me questioning, like, yes, it feels like Christoph Gavin is guilty, but you know, did it actually play out that way, right? And unfortunately, I have to say this, but I mean, these are the sort of questions that sometimes we may not get an answer for. So, anyway, it sounds like we're at the end of the trial, so
Yeah.
we'll just get
The
through.
rest
Yeah.
of this.
Karen, what have you thought about this? 'Cause I think you said you haven't seen this either.
I haven't. Honestly, this is really interesting to me. And I knew kind of going in that Great Ace Attorney was going to take what we know from the original Ace Attorneys and basically twist it on his head, which is why I'm sticking by the theory that Kazuma isn't dead. Because that's something this game would probably
I
pull.
threw
Fair
I
enough.
threw that to the side for now. I'm not thinking about it. I'm kind of thinking I've been thinking in the moment. But
I know, but like I'm just saying, like in general, like Great Ace Attorney, I like going into it, the fact that you start off like the second trial isn't in a courtroom, it's in a fucking
shit.
ship, and like this is like our first like in trial thing.
Without
like
Kazuma.
this
This is Renusuke. Sorry, this is Renusuke
Too
on his
soon.
own. Okay, look, Renusuke is on his own in his actual very first case, and we're sitting here thinking like, is this really what happened? Is there more to this that they're not letting on? what's going on? Is McGildas actually really not guilty? Right? It's sort of toying with the mind of, you know, is this really the truth we always usually go for, right? Anyway, we might as well get this wrapped up.
In that case, as I believe we have explored it as a possibility, every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my ejectation. And the formality, I am of course obliged to confirm whether the defense first.
What formality?
I think stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty.
Yes.
Which would mean we've won.
Is that really the right outcome? Is this really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Yes, my lord. The defense believes. I don't know what to say in this. Shit.
Take your balls and just dude.
I mean, like, I want to say he's innocent because technically the facts are true and to the point, but I can't deny the fact that possibly he would have had something to do with it. I'm going back to case for justice for all again. Don't put me in that situation. Alright, well, I'm gonna say he's innocent because technically the facts are true that he is innocent. As Mr. McGilbert's legal representative. I can't breathe. The air in here is stifling. But I'm this man's defense lawyer. There's only one thing I can say in this situation. I believe the defendant, Magnus McGilded, to be innocent of the allegations brought against him.
Thank you, counsel.
Here's to you, my Nipponese friend. The most objective closing I have yet to hear in a court of law. God, I love Benji.
Oh, he's so good.
He's so good.
Order!
Oh, it was a grand decision to appoint you as the lawyer. It was a grand decision. You said one of the world's most influential gentlemen, fella. You should be proud of yourself. Here, I'll this for your troubles.
Ah!
Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work is done, so you have.
What do you mean?
Tis just the right honourable gentleman, so succinctly put it before. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how did you put it now, more than a formality.
What a nice day.
I really don't know what to make all of this. Was the evidence we seen genuine, or was it fake? I don't know.
This bullshit would be fuming. The unsightly rubbish should be dispensed of properly, as I said.
A snake and Rich are always guilty of something. You mark my words.
I can't say I appreciate the delight of the difference of lovely man who gave us the lovely talk.
Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
Thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection!
But we still haven't determined if the bloodstain on Omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or if a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zieks,
My lord.
the case made by the prosecution is flawed, plain, and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful reversion of justice to take place.
My serious apologies, my lord.
Objection!
But wait! When we were evacuated on courtroom, Lord Van Zieks ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair!
The culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by the court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer a judgment.
What?
Trust this asshole.
Well, Lord Van Zieks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
Just about random, a good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you could always go ahead and try to change the law.
I think there's a big deal there.
Good grief, you've more to say to me, have you?
Just one thing. A warning. This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty.
Yay!
I'm not happy
Fireworks.
about this decision.
But you got fireworks and confetti.
No, I'm not happy about this either. No, I'm
Yeah,
I can't believe
yeah.
it! This is an outrage! You shouldn't have the exact evidence examined. What are you talking about? This master kid is innocent! No, I'm with them with all of that. The courtroom was pandemonium for the second time that day. The judges looked at this verdict. Our first ever trial in Great Britain came through. It's essentially victim praise. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that. Well, I mean, it's over.
Indeed it is.
That certainly was a long trial.
Ah, yes, it was.
Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations.
And to you, Mr. Sato. Thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy? The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened.
We didn't have enough time.
But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that.
The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
Aye, that you did.
Mr. McGilden. Ah, that girl's with him too.
Well, seems the story's true.
Oh, what's this?
What the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. This freaking dude.
He just broke the fourth wall. Holy shit.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
I'm sure you must have seen them now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely.
I've heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And a view tank, I suppose. I had an opportunity to see it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything.
What on earth were you saying, fella? How did I walk out of there free band then?
I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning.
You're a straight talking fella, aren't you? Must say, you had me straight in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. Ah, 'tis water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared.
Nothing's resolved.
There's only one thing that matters to me.
Oh?
Aye. We've all seen that I didn't do that odious and obstinate deed. 'Tis grand, is it not?
I suppose it is.
Now, the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters into their hand and sort out the wee details. They'll see what it is. They'll get to the truth. I've absolute faith in them, so I have. For all. I do be providing a good number of the wages with all the taxes I pay.
It's not that fun.
God, what an ass. So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't possibly accept that much.
Oh no, be east. You're humble people, are you, from the east? Well, if you insist. But of this, still in all, you deserve the reward.
Mr. Magnus McGilded! Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom?
What's this, officer? 'Tis sooner than I was led to believe.
I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There are some changes to the schedule.
Well, must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection.
Sorry? An inspection.
Going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. Asked if I could be present for it myself.
You're going to examine it again? Now?
Naturally, under no obligation to take part in any more of this matter now. But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help when I can. It is a gentleman's duty, so it is. So then, that'll be well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting yous. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain.
And there he goes. Free man. Oh! Oh, I forgot she was here too.
Don't move.
Whereas I want to say, get a move on. She really does take forever to load that thing. Ah, nice. We actually acknowledged that now. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down?
You're a grown-up,
Sorry.
and I ate all grown-ups. I don't know who this is.
Oh, there you are. Oh! Who's that?
Iris!
Hey!
Yes? You want to do this? I'm pretty sure you want to
Yes.
do this.
Yes, I want to do this. Naughty, naughty, running off like that.
Is this some kind of picnic? Who's this little girl now?
I'm taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Oh, do you want to play? You won't beat me.
Excuse me, but who are you?
Oh, but they too. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine.
The inventor?
Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull, don't you agree? White, white, more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could at least be a pretty color, I thought to myself.
Do you have to be shrouded in smoke though? At all?
I just took my eyes off of it for a moment while I was changing onto a different omnibus, and she pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon.
Tell her what's it now? What? I have no idea what the spell's talking about.
Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory. What? For? To apologize, of course, silly, to my technician. What? You mean, say sorry? You must say sorry when you've done something wrong. Surely an adult has told you that before. An adult? I don't listen to no adults. Come along then, follow me. Fine, have it your way. Oh, good. You see, I knew you'd want to do the right thing in the end.
Yes, of course. People always comply when there's something pointed right at them. I'm fairly certain what she wants to not get. I'm fairly sure that what she wants is not to get shot by that massive gun of yours.
We'll be leaving now then. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss.
Oh, she's so adorable!
She's so cute.
Iris is awesome.
She
She's
was a
so
lively
cute.
one.
Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now too?
Yes, you're right, but where to?
Oh,
We haven't had time to find a place to stay. No sooner than we arrived in London than we had to rush to here. Our traveling cases are still with the bailiff.
I was originally planning to spend today in search of lodgings.
But at this late hour in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck.
Don't worry though, I have a plan. The worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the night.
Oh, please tell me you're not thinking of Gilbert Park.
I know it might be a little chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through.
I'm not so sure about that. I think a midwinter London night would be a person solid easily as an elder.
Dear, that doesn't sound agreeable.
Oh no, she's crying!
Oh.
Baby
Now I'm
girl.
starting to regret
Where's
getting
Susanoo?
Gilded down. That 1,000 guineas would have paid for a lovely warm room.
Naruhodo, you don't need a goddamn mansion.
And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. far from over.
What?
What's going on? Get
Huh?
the fire brigade! Water!
What the fuck?
What?
Quick! What? How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
What the
No
fuck?
one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
Oh,
Someone's in there.
No. Oh, good God.
Wait.
There's someone in there.
Oh, what the fuck?
what is going on?
This can't be.
Oh, we get to hear his voice now. Oh no, we don't.
Wait, someone was.
Who was in there?
Wait, no, Mr. McGilded went in, didn't he? No. 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 No way.
They did
Kyle!
not.
Kyle,
Yes?
don't tell me this is true.
Is that Mr. McGilded in there?
I am not telling you two anything.
Okay. So,
Has
Right,
to
we're
be
finally
Mr.
done.
McGilded in there. Has
oh,
to
what
be.
the fuck? Oh, this is not a way to end
That
it.
is dark.
Okay,
That is
well,
dark.
holy shit. Okay. Well, I hate to end it here, but I'm gonna end it here because it's almost 12. It's almost 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next time, the adventure of the clouded Kokoro. I love saying that. The adventure of the clouded Kokoro.
Kokoro.
So,
Oh.
starting next week, we'll be doing more Great Ace Attorney in place of regular Ace Attorney because the fact that we took this long just to finally get to episode 4 made me realize that we should probably speed this up at the same speed we've been doing Ace Attorney. So Ace Attorney is going to be taking a bit of a step back, and we'll be doing more streams of Great Ace Attorney just so we can speed this process along.
Yay.
Yeah, because I do want to get more. I do want to get more of this done, and we've all three of us have already previously played Ace Attorney,
Yes.
and frankly, I think where we left off already, I think it's a good point. We can just leave it off for a bit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of in no rush to finish Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations, so so for the time being, we'll be doing more Great Ace Attorney streams for now, at least until we sort of at least until maybe a certain point, maybe in the second game, then we might start rolling it back a bit. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll just rush through the rest of them. I have no idea.
Cross that bridge when we get.
So anyway, that brings us to the end
Maybe
of the
I'll
stream.
catch up this weekend
So
on
anyway,
Ace Attorney.
So yeah, that ends the stream today. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yay! Ow, crack my back. Bye.
Bye.